Joining us now, Congressman Jeff Miller, Chairman of the House Veteran Affairs Committee. Congressman, thank you for being with us. Why is it that their unemployment rate is that much higher?
Well, the numbers are actually higher when you're looking at the younger veterans that are in the current conflicts and wars. As you look at the overall veteran population, it actually is less than the non-veteran population. However, the numbers are still too high, over 1 million veterans now. In the last month, we had 60,000 more veterans go on the unemployment lines.
So we're talking about our young guys and girls coming out of war, basically coming right off the fields looking to get jobs. They're the ones who are suffering the most. Why is that? Is there a stigma against them?
I think there's some anecdotal evidence that folks are not wanting to hire Guard and Reserve because they feel like they may be called up at any time. However, there are protections in place, and most companies are, in fact, making sure that people are adhering to the rules and the laws of this country. I think the thing that we've got to do, though, is help the veteran as they come out, either transitioning out today or even some of the older veterans from 35 to 65, basically, that they have the skills that are necessary to be able to go out and gain employment in the workforce. I think they have a lot of those skills coming out today. We just have to make sure that the people who are hiring them understand that.
I think that's a big part of the problem, right? I mean, they have, they're motivated, they teamwork, they're tolerant, to say the least. The problem is it's very hard to translate what they do in the fields onto a resume, isn't it?
I think if you talk to a lot of the employers out there today, they will tell you, give me somebody that's been in the military, somebody who knows duty and knows honor and knows what it is to work hard around the clock, basically, which a lot of these young men and women have been doing, and I'll teach them to do the other part of the job. What we've got to do is be able to match these veterans as they come out, they transition out of active duty, and help them find employment somewhere within the economy. They want to come out, they want to go to work. Sure, they want to rest a little bit after they've had 2, 3, sometimes 4 tours of duty. But there are employers out there that want to hire these young people. We've got to make sure that we're able to match them together.
So you recently introduced a bill that will help get these vets back to work. Tell us a little bit about it.
Most of what the bill that I have proposed does is works with those veterans that may have already gone beyond the time limit or beyond the necessary dollars that they are able to receive as a benefit with the post 9/11 GI Bill, to give them a chance. This is basically the 35-year-old to 64-year-old, to give them a chance to get re-educated so that they can get back out into the workforce and go to work. What you have is a smaller, younger age population coming in and pushing some of the older veterans out of the workforce. You've really got it at both sides. You've got the people that are transitioning out today. So this bill is trying to open the marketplace up for those million-plus veterans that are out there that want to go to work.
And it's called the VOW Act, and the Transition Assistance Program helps them get back in, obviously helps them with resume writing and things like that. Increased education, the licenses and certificates, actually, that to me sounds really key too. Basically, training them for a specific job.
Well, interestingly enough, one of the things that we are finding out is that if somebody comes home and say they're a truck driver, they have to go through many different myriads of licensing programs across this country, depending on the state that they're from. Look, if they've driven a truck in a combat zone, chances are they know how to operate a heavy piece of equipment. Sure, they may need to do small things like learning some of the rules of the roads or the laws. Also think of a combat medic that's been in combat before, understands exactly what it is to work under pressure. If we can find some way to get states to allow them to use that experience to get their licensing quicker, I think we can put some of these young people to work faster.